This is Shadows in the Peaks, a Legends of the Five Rings actual play from Stories with Dice. If you're enjoying our actual plays, please subscribe to Stories with Dice so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to rate and review us. It really helps others discover the podcast. Follow us on social media to stay updated. You'll find the relevant links in the description of each episode.
Hi, welcome back to the final insert cool pretend Rockagani music here. So welcome back. As always, I have Mr. Marco.
Hello. Hi, Lord Edward II, King of all the Britons.
Shh, don't tell the others.
I'm just reading the title that you put there.
I did not put all the rest of that in there. I mean,
yes, you did.
Okay, that's true. Move over, Charles. I'm taking over.
You can't do too bad a job, to be fair.
Well, that's true. How hard can it be? I mean, sure. We're also joined by Tony, the betrayer.
Yes, I don't know who I betrayed, but I know who I betrayed.
He's never going to let it go.
Tony,
He's never going to let it go.
You know, Tony.
I know. Now I know.
Never betray a Sicilian.
Now I can see.
Clearly, Scott and Charlotte have not got to Marco's ire yet, because they are indeed Scott. Hello.
Hello. Yep, just mean I have no cool sobriquet just yet. I need to be more nefarious.
It won't take long. And of course, Charlotte.
Greetings.
We're all here. Let's get this thing on. If you're just joining us and you know nothing about the previous sessions, you're a fool. Go all the way back to episode 1, and then you'll kind of eventually get here. Or, I mean, you just want to be that person who reads the last chapter of the book, then cool, go ahead. I don't mind either way. As long as you give us lots of cash.
Or, like and
like or subscribe something. That would
smash the like button, whatever the kids are saying these days.
We would much rather prefer the cash.
I mean,
we want the cash rather than the likes.
I don't know why you're saying the cash. You get no money.
I don't get to see any of it anyways.
But can't we turn likes into cash? Isn't that the beauty of this brave new world that we live in?
If you get enough of them.
No, I don't understand. I'm too old for this malarkey. I'll have to speak to the kids.
This is what happens when a bunch of millennials create a podcast, people.
This is why we have people like Charlotte and Tony to do other stuff, which is cool. But yeah. So, what were we talking about? Oh, yes. The last episode. Let's get straight into it. Where we last left off, everyone's about to make a decision about what they want to do. And the kind, caring Kitsune Akira had willingly decided to take the pact on for himself to allow the Zurui family to, not be part of it, which I thought was very magnanimous and very sort of honorable of him.
Yeah, I should get some glory honor points or something.
Well, there won't be any glory, because that means you have to be acknowledged by all the others, and we want to kind of keep this on the down low, so no glory, but definitely, potentially it could lead to status and honor, definitely. I mean, unless anybody else decides to, out you all. So I guess the question is...
They were plotting against me when I stepped away from my desk, so there's definitely something afoot.
There was no plotting, there was merely consideration of alternative storylines.
So... having decided, offered that option, we have 3 potential choices. 1 is to renew the pact, 2 is to break the pact, and 3 is to create a brand new pact. What do you want to do?
Let's try and take the easy road first, just to see what would happen. I want to create a light in here, a firelight that will show us behind the shadow or dispel the shadows.
Okay.
I don't want to set the contract on fire.
Okay,
yet.
That's fine. You just want to essentially illuminate the entire circular chamber that you're in.
Yeah,
okay.
Are there torches in here? Do we have anything that
so there'll be lanterns, because you wouldn't have been able to see to get here. So definitely one of you would have been given a lantern. I probably would imagine it would have been Hiroshi or Nori, one of those two probably.
Those lanterns would create the shadows.
They would.
Do we have any materials that we could set at like the center of the back wall that could be illuminated, ignited? Sorry.
You could potentially summon a whole heap of light.
It needs something to burn though, or else it's just like a flash and then out.
So you want something to actually burn for longer?
Yeah.
Well, the room is made of stone, so there's nothing here to burn.
And the pillar is stone too, yeah?
All the doors are made of... I say they're doors, they look like doorways made of stone.
What about the haft of Hiroshi's Naginata?
I mean, that would burn.
But so would you, whilst you were trying to get it off of them.
You could definitely make a light. I mean, what are your spells that you've got there? That
would be summon.
Yeah, I mean, definitely summon. What is Envious Flames do? Okay, I see. Yeah, so that creates a fire kami, which you unleash on someone. So probably not that. The fires of purity. That's the old fireball. No, that's the flames that protect someone. I mean, technically, you could do that, and then you would be the burning, or whoever you did it on would then illuminate the entire chamber. Or yes, you could summon up the fire from the castle and create a massive ball of fire ahead of you.
Enveloping the target in a shroud of bright flames.
Yep, you could do that. On yourself?
Yeah. And then I'll just walk towards the end of the hall.
Okay. So it'll last for a minute. If you wanted to obviously make it last longer, you could also go for a raise.
I think 1 minute would be sufficient.
So it says here the damage is you get an extra 1k0 per 2 raises. If you were to go for 2 raises, obviously it would make it brighter. If you went for every raise, means you would make the actual protecting fire brighter, which means it would make it more.
Kind of like 50-50 for roll successes right now. I don't know if I want to gamble with the raise.
Okay. Which case the basic total number is 10.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
So I got 3 in fire, so that'd be 3 dice, plus my spellcraft is 3, right?
So it's your ring and your mastery, so...
Okay, so ring
your ring would be
3.
fire, whatever that is, plus your mastery, or whatever your...
Where do I see that?
Your insight rank is 1, so...
Oh, yeah. So 4 dice.
And is your fire your proficiency?
Yes. My elemental blessing?
That's your... Yep. Oh, and it's an elemental blessing as well, is it? Ooh.
Oh, elemental blessing just gives me a reduced cost on...
So, when taking a ring, chosen when advantage is purchased, it's decreased by 1. For example, you choose Earth. Okay, so it basically means that when you are later on and you had higher spells, they just have a mastery level of 1 less, as if it was. So if you ever had a mastery level of 2, it means your target numbers are easier to hit, that kind of thing.
Do I want to go for 1 raise?
Go for a raise. I'd go for a raise, make it brighter.
15 DN at that point?
15, yeah.
All right, let's do it. So, how this would look would be, if we were talking or whatever, I would start to walk towards the end of the wall. They would hear my words of invocation, and then hopefully, whoosh, just like a phoenix. Okay, so use spellfire slot, yes. Wound penalty, sure, I don't have any wounds. No modifiers. Spellcasting roll, 3 dice, 24.
Well, there we go. Pretty easy. Yeah, you walk towards them, you mutter invocations and various other religious words, entreating the kami, and you suddenly are engulfed in flame, a lot brighter than you would normally go with. And yes, the flames disappear, all the kind of like shadows disappear, apart from the shadow that's on the back wall, which starts to move back and up. And so it kind of hangs halfway up the wall, just trembling. The flames illuminate it, and you can see that it sort of bubbles and seethes and hisses.
Is it within like my arm's reach?
No, it's higher than that.
Is it within a Naginata arm's reach?
It is, indeed.
Hiroshi, and I'll just put my hand, arm up.
And I will strike at it.
No. Throw me your Naginata.
Okay. He will pass her the Naginata.
And then I'll try and take a swipe with it. Because then at that point, I have the bonus from my Flames of Purity
you
for
do indeed.
attacks.
Correct.
So technically it's a fire attack at that point, one could say.
So are you going to try and attack it then?
I'm going to try and take a swipe at it, yes.
Go on then. Why don't you try and take a swipe at it? Do you have spears at all as a skill?
No.
Yay! So you can use this as an untrained skill. So I do believe
This is my first, physical attack in the game.
Hiroshi, I think it is agility. So
It is agility for polearms.
make an agility roll, and then when it says unskilled, click that.
Okay, so clicking on agility, I'm going unskilled, and I'm going to roll.
That's
19.
not terrible.
A 19. I mean, you hit it.
I got 3 agility, so...
Yeah, you whack it. What's the damage of your Naginata, Hiroshi?
Damage is 3, keep 2.
So add your strength to the 3 plus 1 from the fire.
So my strength is 2.
So that gets added to the 3 keep 2. So that's 5 keep 2. And then you add the fire from your defense that you've cast on yourself. So it adds an extra 1
To the keep, I think, isn't it?
to the roll, not to the keep. Keep is, I think it's plus 1 K0.
I think you should be rolling 6, keep 2 for this one.
I think that is the plan. No. They take 2K2. Okay, so that changes. So that becomes 5. That's 7 keep 4.
All right.
And you got an extra success with the raise. So that's another plus 1. So it's 8 keep 4 is what you're rolling.
Okay, so let's go 8 dice. This escalated quickly. All right, so should be 37.
So 37 and roll 2 more d10 at 13.
So 6, 37, 47, 50.
50 damage. There is no noise, nothing screams, nothing shouts, but the darkness jumps off of the wall and hits the daimyo square over, and it disappears into its nose, into its mouth. And the daimyo is thrashing around, trying to grab onto this nothingness.
Well, shit.
What do the rest of you want to do? Well, we'll look at, Akira generally has a higher initiative. So what does Akira want to do?
So this shadowy entity has essentially gone up the daimyo's nose.
It's basically the daimyo is having the entity absorbed into him.
He will tell the entity that he will make a new pact if he lets this family go.
Okay, what does Hironobu want to do?
I don't know. I'm just shocked by what happened. And I'm just holding my hand next to my katana and getting ready for whatever comes next. If this entity comes out, I will be ready to strike.
Okay, Scott, what does Hiroshi want to do?
Can Hiroshi grab the Naginata off of Ayame?
No, because it's currently wreathed in fire. And if you want to do, you'll take 2k2 damage.
I mean, only if he
Unless you
asks
want
me.
to drop it. Or you can throw it back to him.
Yeah, I'll toss it back to him.
Okay.
In order to accelerate the grabbing and having it ready for the next round of combat, Hiroshi will grab it from Ayame whilst it's still burning. So, not taking her, but like a coordinated grab, but it's still going to be burning and hot and ouch.
Okay. Ayame, roll me 2 dice.
Don't roll high.
Just 2 dice.
That's not the kind of high that I wanted.
Roll a 10.
He's not attacking me, though.
No, I know, but that's the damage he takes.
I'm grabbing the hot, burning.
23 damage, I think that was.
That's 23 damage.
Puts me onto injured.
But you can reduce it by your armor.
That's actually a good point. My armor is... My
Armor
armor 10 is... My armor reduction is only 3, so that does take me only down to hurt, which is nice. God damn it. This is what I get for looking cool. But can I strike with the burning Naginata?
No, because as soon as you take it, it's no longer burning.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to throw it at you.
Do you know what?
I like that.
Dramatically appropriate and cool, even if completely ineffective.
We love that. Yeah, I mean, you know nothing about the spells and how they work and stuff, right?
No, so he will grab it while still burning and strike.
And prepare and ready.
Then be thoroughly unimpressed when it doesn't actually carry on burning.
If you die from this, it's on you. I'm just saying.
What was that you were saying last session about Turtle Blight Kill?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
No, that would just seem wrong, right?
So, Hiroshi is now on hurt.
Can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool. It ended up not being cool because yay mechanics. And also, you rolled 23 points of damage!
I just rolled 50 before that.
You could have rolled 2 points of damage, but no, you had to roll 23.
Too easy, right?
So it's your fault.
Like, is my 50 the highest damage that we've done in a single strike so far?
So far, yes.
In my only try to physical?
Hooray! I've rolled some initiative for everyone. Happy days. Right. Akira, you're first.
As it should be. So, what is his response to my...
Nothing. He's now getting up, and his hand is going onto his katana.
Well then, I will strike him with my katana before he strikes.
Okay. Why don't you do that thing? You need a 34 to hit him.
Well, I got a 23, so fuck.
Okay. Yeah, you go to sort of like strike out at him. You pull your katana out to attack, and he pulls his katana out at the same time and deflects your blade and goes into a stance. It is a type of Muramoto stance. It's a type of Muramoto stance that you have not really seen before. Well, no, actually, you probably would have done. So when you were doing the training with the clan samurai from the Zurui family, this is their own techniques that they're using. And he is a defender. So he's a Yojimbo. So he's used to defensive maneuvers. It's his turn. And he strikes out at you, Akira.
May the best man win.
So I got a 21. What's your target number to be hit, Marco?
Mertian is 23 total.
Yeah, so he misses you. You kind of like see it coming and either block it or take a step to the side.
I will block it, and I will tell him again, I am prepared to make a new pact if you leave this good family alone.
Okay. He does not say anything. God, what is Hiroshi going to do?
Hiroshi is going to shift into his standard stance, and he is going to strike. So he gets an extra +3. That's not great.
Okay.
Not his best. 32, which I think you just said we needed 34 to hit.
Yes.
Yep, missed.
Yep. You kind of go to attack him, and he kind of like takes a step, and he deflects your Naginata. So he's now fighting two of them, which he seems to be doing weirdly with quite a bit of ease.
Also, I tell a lie, that was 22 because I forgot to take my penalty for being hurt.
Okay. But that then leaves Hironobu.
I go into, this
Center starts.
this center.
You take a moment to sort of like wait and center yourself. Okay. Nori kind of like pulls her blade and then looks at I, thinking, are you going to defend your dad or not? And she kind of like is not quite pointing the blade in her direction, but sort of looking at her ready to defend you lot should I decide to attack. What's Ayame doing? Charlotte's disappeared. Okay, well, we'll get back to her. Back up to Akira. Ayame doesn't seem to do Aya doesn't seem to do anything. She is sort of like hesitant to decide what's going to happen. She does say, Father! Akira, you're up next, sir.
Can I move into a full attack stance and then also attack?
To a full, yeah, you can go into a full attack stance.
Does going into the stance count as my action, or?
No. You pick your stance that you want to go into.
Okay.
And then
so it says here it gives me a +2 keep 1 to attack rolls.
Correct.
But my armor is reduced by 10.
Yes, so your target number to be hit is reduced by 10, so they need a 23 to hit. So before it was 23, you need a 13 to hit you. Essentially, you're going all in and not worrying about your defense.
Exactly.
Oh, that's an extra dice roll.
I only got a lousy 26.
Only a 26. Yeah, he clearly has got the measure of you, and he sees that you come steaming in, and he just blocks your attacks as you do that. Okay. It's his turn. He's going to attack Hiroshi.
Wow, I'm not even good enough to be attacked.
He looks at you and goes, yeah, you're not really a threat. So
You're not the threat. The guy who's just set himself on fire. That's the threat.
Well, you've got the reach, my friend. What's your target number to be hit, Hiroshi?
25.
Looks like I've got a 38.
I don't like that huge amount of explosions that just happened there.
Yeah, I hit you. Well, what's your armor reduction again?
My reduction is 3.
Take 16, so 13 damage.
And Hiroshi is out.
Oh!
What? Out as in unconscious or out as in dead?
Well, that depends on a few little bits and pieces now, because I don't think we've actually had this in the game yet.
Not. So let's have a look at Hiroshi. So you are. How much damage have you taken?
I've taken 38. My total to put me out is 38.
Yeah, so you're not dead. He runs you through with the sword. It goes straight through your armor, straight through your stomach, and you kind of like stagger back, holding your hand to your stomach, and then sort of like cough up some blood and then drop to the floor. Out.
And the last thing he does before he drops is smile serenely.
Okay. All right, well. Oops. Hironobu.
Well, I will strike. I think because of the weight of the crane, I have
Absolutely.
a plus one K1 plus my school rank to hitting. So I guess it's Jujutsu. How do I... So modifier roll is 1. Keep modifier is 1. And then how do I add the 3 from my school rank?
So where it says total modifier, put 3 in it. So roll modifier. Yeah, and then your total
3.
modifier, it means that whatever it's going to add plus 3 to your total roll.
Okay, so I put there 3. Okay, yeah. So basically I strike quickly, and I think I will not do...
Yeah, you hit.
35.
You hit him. Nice.
Okay, so damage, I guess, now.
Please.
I will roll damage. So, do I have any modifier?
No, because you didn't go for any raises. So it's just your standard damage that you get.
Ooh, 27.
Okay. Yeah, you slice out at him. What do you do to him? I mean, it's a fairly significant wound.
I guess I just take my stance and then I rush towards him, and then I just strike. And as I cut, I just pass him through. So I cut on the side, on the belly area, I guess. So basically, my sword just hits the armor, hits the skin, and I keep on going through.
Yep.
Like I slice my weapon, and I end up with my katana up.
The blood
and then
flips
I move
from
back.
your katana across the well-lit circular chamber as it splatters across the wall. Zurui Tsutomu kind of stops for a second, and you can see like a waterfall of blood come out from the side of underneath his armor as it starts to stream down his right leg. At which point, Aye kind of like takes a step forward, and Nori positions herself between her and the rest of you, and she raises her katana up to Aye and says, "Please, my lady, do not get involved." So, back to Ayame. Do we have a Charlotte again?
She sent a message on Discord that she needs to take a moment away.
Okay, no problem.
So Ayame clearly hails Hiroshi.
Well, Ayame starts to chant and appears like magic.
My apologies.
We chanted her name 3 times and spun around in front of a mirror, and she appeared.
That always happens with Charlotte. You can imagine what it was like when I was playing Cult with her.
You can imagine what it was like watching Marco spin around in front of the mirror.
Right, so the thing jumped into Zurui Tsutomu, and everyone else is basically piled in on him. No one apart from Hironobu has actually hit him, and Hiroshi has gone down with a deadly wound.
Of course he has.
He got run through, which then leaves, he's just been hit by Hironobu. You started to chant something. What would you like to do?
Cast Fireball.
I mean, yeah.
So, Hiroshi's on the ground?
Hiroshi is on the ground.
Alright, I can't do anything for him. Alright, I am going to cast Earth's Stagnation on him to slow him down. No, I'm not. I don't have any Earth points left.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Envious Flames, is that just 2k2?
Plus whatever damage you're going to be doing. So if they attack you or you attack them, yeah, that's what you'll get the bonus for. And you're still within the first minute of doing it, so you don't have to roll for it.
That'd be Fires of Purity. This is Envious Flames.
Envious Flames. Which one's Envious?
Invokes a single fire kami which lances toward the target, hitting unerringly so long as the target is within range. The spell deals 2k2 wounds. The burns the spell inflicts are quite painful, and if the spell targets a Shugenja who is casting a spell, their willpower roll has a TN of 20 plus damage dealt.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so I think the So there are no other. So it's a very basic kind of spell. You'll do 2k2. So that's it.
Spellcasting roll. Let's go. 32.
I think, did it say it unknowingly hits? I think you might. Yeah, so the spell goes off, which means you automatically hit it. So you just do the damage. So
13.
13. Okay. The kami lances out of your hand across the room and hits the daimyo square in the chest. Erupting flame and an explosion of fire erupts over his armor and his hakama and his ji, and you can see his hair start to catch light and fizzle and burn to sort of his scalp. His face pockmarks from all the sort of like scorching, and he sort of like opens his mouth in this silent scream, but all you can see is this dark void kind of coming out of its mouth and starts to appear in front of Tsutomu. The daimyo falls down from its wounds, and this dark cloud of nothingness is now floating in between all of you, and it makes its way straight to Hiroshi.
Kira, make your deal.
Ben making my deal, it's ignoring me. I grab the scroll and I start reading it out loud.
Okay. You start to read the scroll. As you start to read the scroll, you start reading the incantation that's on it. It comes really easily to your mind. It's easy to say. It's almost like it's written just for you. The thing stops just as it hits Hiroshi, and it turns. You continue to read it, and as you kind of get to a certain point in the scroll, you can either now renew what was already said and take on the previous pact, or you can create your own bargain.
I create my own bargain.
Can you please make a void roll? In fact, do you have like meditation or anything like that that uses void?
I do. I have meditation.
Make a meditation roll for me, please. Just a simple sort of 10 is fine.
18.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you sort of like start to sort of meditate, and you start kind of like chanting the words that are on the scroll over and over, and the dark creature starts to move towards you, and it kind of starts to envelop around you. What are the rest of you going to do?
I am going to go put out, what is his name?
Hiroshi?
Yes. No,
Hiroshi's
no.
not...
Hiroshi's not burning.
I mean, sorry, the...
Kenji, Zurui. Zurui Kenji.
Zurui.
I don't know why I call him Kenji. He's Zurui Tsutomu. I think that was his original name. Yep, okay. You're going to put him out. He is horribly charred and burnt, and he is in a bad way. He's bleeding. He probably needs healing quite quickly. Aya has basically run to her father's side and is kind of sort of like really panicking as to what to do. Hironobu, what do you want to do?
I will not holster, put away my katana. You know, like I clean it and I put it back. And I will get Akira is still talking.
Akira's currently chanting.
And where is the darkness?
It's all around him. It's kind of like starting to form like a barrier around him. And
around Akira. So I go into a center stance, just seeing what's going to happen with Akira.
Okay. Hiroshi, you're giving up to the sweet surrender. The fields are rushing to meet you. You can see the steps ahead of you, the wind in your hair. It's almost like where you should be.
I think he's trying to tell you that you are embracing death.
They are, basically. There's not a lot. Once you've been run through with a katana, having been set on fire, you tend not to do too well after that.
Don't know what you mean. It's some flesh wound.
You need some pretty cool healing stuff to happen fairly quickly.
Which you are way out of luck with a Yame.
We are with the group we have. That's not going to happen.
You see Nori very quickly put away her sword and rush over to Hiroshi's side to try and give as much aid as possible. Kira, what's your pact?
My pact is that I want the Fox clan to be ascendant and to supplant the Mantis clan, and they will leave this family, this clan, alone forever.
So, what it wants from you, it wants you to give up your most cherished memory. What is that memory? And are you willing to give it up?
What if he doesn't have a cherished memory? What if he just has like a mediocre memory?
Well, the pact might not be a thing then, right?
Right, okay. Yes, his most cherished memory, he will definitely give it up.
What is it?
I'm on the spot now. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Cherished memory. His father probably telling him old sort of legends, stories about when the Fox Clan, the Fox Clan prior to when it joined the Mantis Clan, and in its heyday. Sorry if that was boring.
No, that's fine. Okay. So I don't
have the Fox Clan book in front of me.
No, it's fine.
As Scott is reading his Unicorn Clan book.
On top of that, it means you will have to give up the memory of your father.
Okay,
fine. The darkness accepts and it starts to dissipate.
It dissipates, you said?
Dissipates. Leaving you holding the scroll. So none of you heard the bargain. You just know that, he kept chanting the same thing.
Is that shadow mark still on the wall?
No, it's gone. There's no shadow anywhere.
Okay, I'll put my hands up and say, my friends, it is over. Never again shall this darkness harm this noble family, this clan.
What did you do, Akira-san?
I made it see reason.
It's in you?
Don't worry about the details. It is not in me, no. It dissipated. It is gone. It has returned to wherever it came from. Look at the wall. It is no longer there.
You lie. What did you do?
How dare you question my honor?
As I said from day one, what honor? What did you do?
I take my leave of you now. I have saved this family.
Okay, well, while you're saying that, Nori is going to very much tries to save Hiroshi's life.
Could we cauterize the wound?
No, afraid not. Nori does not have the skills, unfortunately, to save Hiroshi. And Hiroshi goes to his resting places on the plains where every other unicorn samurai goes, and Hiroshi expires. Look at that. A death.
And all because he thought he could do something utterly cool and completely forgot the mechanics.
You should have let me throw it.
But then it wouldn't have been on fire.
He was an infuriating but noble samurai. He shall be missed.
I could have reignited it after you had it in hand.
Well, you never told me that, did you?
You didn't give me a chance to say it.
Okay, so the daughter of the daimyo says, what will you tell your lord?
I will tell him that we have defeated this evil, and that the Dragonlands will no more be plagued by this darkness.
And that we suspect Kitsune Akira to be a harbinger of the shadow. Hey, it's a part of my character.
She says, what will you say of my father?
That he died an honorable death.
You are daimyo now.
Shakes her head and says, I will do my best to offer duty and honor to my clan and my family, and I will do what I must. Thank you for not saying more of this. I will do you all proud, and I thank you. And she she bows and says, you are always welcome within the Zurui lands. And I will provide you with horses so you may make your trip back to Shirakitsuki and offer whatever explanation you wish to them. I will forever be in your debt. And she bows low. And with that, she says, please help me take your fallen comrade and my father up from this terrible place.
Yes, of course.
As you look around, those names that were on those doors that you couldn't quite focus on are very clear. All the names have come back, and the curse of the Zurui family is lifted. In which case, you very quickly make your way back out. She says that something bad has happened to the daimyo. She makes a story up to say that he was trying to help defend from more of those dark creatures that arrived, and that unfortunately he fell in battle to grave wounds. And then she orders horses for you all and says, with all haste, please. And she offers you a group of 5 samurai to take you wherever you wish to go, presumably back to Shirakitsuki to hand in your report.
I'm going to take Hiroshi's horse.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Fine. You take Hiroshi's horse. Hiroshi's horse isn't happy with
she
you.
burns him to death, and then she steals his horse.
I'm not stealing. I am letting it serve in honor, in memory of its master, former master.
Okay.
What Clan Unicorn are going to have to say about that?
Guess we'll find that out.
I'll give it back when we find them.
I think this belongs to you. I just found this wandering around. That's fine. So you kind of make your way back to Shirokitsuki. When you arrive, what do you wish to say to the Kitsuki daimyo as to what happened when he asked you to...
The lands were attacked by Shadowland creatures, and we defeated them with the help of the daimyo of...
the Zurui family.
Yeah, and he fell in battle. I don't know what Ayami-san wants to say. Maybe she has something she wants to say.
Yeah, what? I guess what's the Yama's story?
And also, of course, that we lost Hiroshi-san as well.
The body will probably come a couple of days later to Kitsuki lands and will be presented back to Hiroshi's master.
I would go along with most of the story, but I would say that I suspect that Kitsune Akira made a pact with the darkness.
So you doing that outside of, obviously, an official thing, so it's a separate thing?
While we're relaying our information.
Well, you're like, actually, I think he's basically, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Isn't that doesn't that like break etiquette or something to like accuse another samurai?
So I guess we need to compare some things. So first thing we need to do.
So, but my disadvantage is can't lie.
Nice. All right. What is Ayame's honor rank?
4.
She's what? I'm just bringing it up. So 4.5 versus Akira's
3,
which is 3.5. Okay. So in the grand scheme of things, she has more honor than you. You both have the same glory.
Of course.
And you both have the same status. So it's a matter of he said, she said kind of thing. And unless you wish to take absolute disdain for what she said and offer some kind of retribution on your name and your family, it will be a grudge that you will have towards each other, and it'll be logged in the Kitsuki book that's basically what's happened.
He has no family. He can't remember his dad.
He's got a family. He remembers the rest of his family, just not his father. So are you going to take any particular discourse against that, or just go, no, don't be silly?
Our final confrontation is, as Kitsune Akira has stated, I do have suspicions around the ending of the battle, in which it is my belief, as the Shugenja of the Phoenix Clan, that Kitsune Akira is now in league with the Shadow.
Clan that you were at war with, I might add.
It's all very embarrassing for everyone else on board. Kikita Hironobu's like, I want to be somewhere else.
I mean, of course, I will try to respect the honor of Zurui, and, that would be probably, I'm an honorable person, and they did sacrifice, at the end, and she did the right thing. So I will probably try to protect them so they don't incur entry into any dishonorable thing. I know how hard it is, when your ancestors do something that is not perfect.
So, when Kitsuki Mizuochi asks, what do you think about this thing that Ayame is saying against Akira, what will you say?
Choose wisely now.
You're in the middle.
Well, I will say that I also have my suspicions. I have to be in that sense that I have my suspicions too. Because I saw him surrounded by this darkness, and the darkness disappeared.
Yeah, because I defeated it.
I guess then Kitsuki Mizuochi will ask Akira how you defeated it. And I think we'll leave it with Akira going, do I need to find something to get out of this? That seems like a good place to end the story. Thank you for playing 5 Rings. It scratched an itch that I wanted to do for a while. Tony was very much like, hey, let's play this game. And I was like, absolutely. I love 5 Rings. It's a really cool little world. I really wish I could spend a massive campaign in the 5 Rings, which I did years ago, and it was great fun. So maybe we'll have a second season where we'll see what happens with that.